Expected to pay 50/50ths when I'm not even 50% of the household. Hello Reddit, it is me, 24 female, once again. On my profile there are a few posts regarding my family situation, but who wants to read all that? So here is a TLDR, I'm a recent graduate and working full-time on a fixed-term contract. I moved back in with my mom for my final year of university, and while I tried to move away a few months ago, I had to put that on pause due to being on the verge of a mental breakdown. My situation is a mix of being in a vulnerable situation and having a mother that treats me as a resource, rather than an independent human being. She expects money, labor, time, but nothing is ever good enough. She does not talk, she demands to maintain control. The current situation is that I'm still living with her, babysitting, 6 hours per week as a minimum, paying money towards rent and bills, 33%, which I view as fair, and fully cleaning the house up fully on the weekends. To be clear, she does and has not paid for my food etc. since I was 16. The household includes me, her, my sibling, her fiancé is also here about 3 days per week. 2 weeks ago I paid her my share towards rents and bills etc. but she decided to demand money again. This would mean be paying 66% in 1 month, hell no. I am not okay with that, and she was not being polite about it. I told her that I will give her my share on the same day as last month. Since last month I already initiated setting a date and paying on the same day per month, which she indicated agreement towards, but she decided that this is not acceptable and instead got very angry and told me that I should move out and that I have 2 weeks. The irony of this situation is that while she came into the room, I was literally sending someone a message about arranging a viewing. The main thing for me is that I think paying towards bills, rent etc. is fair, but I will not go 50/50ths if I'm not 50% of the household, especially when I provide other sources of assistance that help her save money. And I will not tolerate being spoken to like that. My main concern since I started work is what will happen after I am unemployed again. I am not foolish, I always start the employment search far before I become unemployed because I know how competitive it is and how much time it takes. But she does not see that, nor does she care. She believes that one can find a job at the snap of a finger. I started work only a month after graduating, and yet she complains that I started late. She is so detached from the lived reality people go through. So, what will happen once my contract ends? Well, I know for sure it will not be good. She will still expect money, while putting other responsibilities onto me and holding my potential situation over my head. Due to this I know that I need to move out, and I was already looking for options. If I move out, worst case possible I can apply for universal credit, and struggle on that until I find new work. If I stay, I will be broker in a toxic environment. I have already been arranging and attending viewings. I just hate this situation, because to her nothing is ever good enough. Also, for context before anyone complains, she gets her paid income, then also money from BNB. For rooms, it's not even her property. Her partner just lets her do as she wishes with it. Even now that it's the quiet season, she still gets decent money from it, e.g. last month equals 1.8k after dedications, about 1.6k in profit, then add in her actual income from her job. So no, this is not the type of situation where she actually needs me to paying 50/50% plus due to the situation. She is just irresponsible with money. I already know she will want me to buy a new cooktop because the current one is making weird noises, electric, induction. The house we live in, I will move out ASAP, is rented and a few months ago she literally fitted a whole new kitchen on credit. Crazy. I tried to talk her out of it and so did others, and now the stove is acting up, not surprised because they don't make things to last. She will try to put blame on me, she always does, soon and will demand that I buy a new one. I think it must be just an electrical issue with the stove. She wanted me to buy a new washing machine last month, implying but not directly demanded, because it was acting up, she overfilled it with laundry.